Welcome to Informational Writing, Lesson 10. Today's essential question: how can authors organize the facts in their report? So yesterday you worked to break your topic into smaller subtopics. So remember, if you were writing about dolphins, your subtopics might be something like characteristics of dolphins, communication, predators and prey, and habitat. Or maybe one of your subtopics is location, like where do you find dolphins in the world? So the whole reason we have subtopics is so that we take our main topic and break it into different chunks, so when we write about it, our information is organized into different paragraphs based on the subtopics. So today what you're going to do is take your subtopics and put them into a table of contents. A table of contents tells the reader what the subtopics are that they will find in the report and in what order they will be written in. So the table of contents is like a map that shows the order of the subtopics. And the reason we have a table of contents is so that our writing is organized, and that way the reader can use that table of contents to know what information is going to be found in the report and where they can find that information. And then it helps the writer, which is you, keep your information organized. So let's say I'm writing a report about dolphins. My subtopics might be characteristics, habitat, predators and prey, and communication. So what I've done on this table of contents map is to list. So your first paragraph is always going to be an introduction. The last paragraph is always going to be a conclusion, and in between will be your subtopic paragraphs. So in this report about dolphins, we start with our introduction. The first paragraph is going to be the characteristics. Second paragraph, or the third paragraph, will be habitat. Fourth paragraph will be predators and prey. Fifth paragraph will be communication. Sixth paragraph will be conclusion. So when you're writing about something like dolphins, it doesn't necessarily matter what order these paragraphs are. But if you're writing about a person, like let's say George Washington was our topic, your introduction would still come first. So remember, always introduction first, always conclusion last. But it might make sense for the paragraph that would come following the introduction to be childhood of George Washington, because it doesn't make a lot of sense to talk about George Washington being president before you talk about his childhood. So remember, you're going to put them in order that makes sense to you. And then you and I can talk about if your order makes sense in general, but you're going to take your subtopics from yesterday and put them in this table of contents map, the blank one, and you're going to list them in order from start to finish. So you'll start with introduction, you'll end with conclusion, and then you're going to put your other subtopics in order that you want to write about them in. So let's do one more example. Let's say you're writing about soccer as your topic. Start with the introduction, end with the conclusion. After your introduction, the history of soccer would make sense to be the second full paragraph. Then you might talk about rules of soccer. Then you might talk about main teams and players of soccer. And maybe you don't have a fifth paragraph. You'll still end with your conclusion. So again, you're taking your subtopics from yesterday, listing your main topic, and then you're going to list your subtopics in order that you want to write about them in. If you didn't complete yesterday's writing, you need to go back and finish that before you can fill out your table of contents map. Come see me in my office hours if you have questions. Thank you.